Mourinho has just gotten his own personal savior. But what even makes this very interesting is that he tore a page out of Ancelotti's playbook. Now, come with me. Let me give you the full story. Now, if you notice, the time whereby Ancelotti was the manager of Real Madrid, where Real Madrid won their last Champions League trophy. Now, if you now go back a bit to the transfer window of that particular season, whereby you saw Ancelotti looked at his team and be like, come oh, I have Rodrigo, I have Vinicius Junior, they have gotten Bellingham for me, but he was not yet still satisfied, because now he knows one thing, that see, a proper team that want to challenge for trophies, you must have one thing, which is you must have a number nine, a traditional number nine. And for a team like Real Madrid, a big team like Real Madrid, that is a necessity. And what did he do? He told Real Madrid, Baba, get me this particular boy, get me Joselu. And Real Madrid got him Joselu. And when Real Madrid were bringing in Joselu, for people in people's mind now, they'll be like, guy, what do you want to use this boy to do? But in Ancelotti's mind, leave him for me. And now, if you look at what went on to happen that season, anytime Ancelotti is in trouble, who does he call? Joselu. And what does that guy do? That guy delivers like Hebrew women. Like, in fact, that guy was more like Ancelotti's Lord and personal savior. And look at how instrumental that guy was for Ancelotti in winning the Champions League. I know most of you have not still forgotten what happened at Bayern Munich, whereby Bayern Munich was winning Real Madrid. They brought in Joselu. How many minutes Joselu scored 2 goals, right? Now, fast forward to this, the first Mourinho first game as a manager of Real Madrid. Now, everything started off so well. In the first 20 minutes of the game, it was looking like if or more, you see, Real Madrid is going to fend these people. This game will end 5-0, because in just how many minutes, just very early in the game, Bellingham has bang on go bam, and when Real Madrid were balling these guys here, it was more like, oh more, hey, we are going to eat this guy raw. Like, it was more like Real Madrid were dipping their claws into this guy's neck. But before you know, everything changed, whereby you see these guys scored Real Madrid, and immediately they scored Real Madrid like this. It was more like if Real Madrid goals were not coming in. But now you see, Mourinho thought of it and be like, come on, what is missing in this team? Because now Mourinho noticed something, that see, yes, my front line, they were doing well. Honestly speaking, his front line was doing well. Like, you could see a kind of fluidity in his front line with Andagola, Vinicius Junior, Mbappe, Bellingham. Like, they were switching. Like, nobody was in a position. Sometimes you see Bellingham playing as a left winger. Sometimes you see Mbappe playing as a left winger. Sometimes you see Vinicius as a 9. Sometimes you see Bellingham as a 9. So they were like inter-switching. So they were quite unpredictable. But there was something lacking, which is there was no target 9. And you see, Mourinho saw the flaw, because it was more like these guys, the opposition defenders, they were so comfortable. Like, you see that they were not really no more straight. They were so comfortable. You know, normally there's when you have a number 9, it causes like unsettledness in your opposition defenders, right? But now in the opposition defense, they were so settled, they were so chill. And now what did Mourinho do? Mourinho that did something very intelligent, something that most people mind will not have gone to, which is he took off Bellingham. Bellingham, that was the most workaholic in the field, he took out Bellingham and brought in Carlos SP, a 21 years old. He just signed from Levante. He brought in Carlos SP. Now, do you know what that thing did? Now, we looked at it and be like, come here, Mbappe, you are not staying in that number 9 position for me. You are not staying there. And you are making these guys, these defenders, look very comfortable. You are making them have a very wonderful evening. And it's not supposed to be so. And he said, okay, Mbappe, no problem. I will allow you to do what you want, right? In fact, you have been doing what you have been, just continue what you are doing. But now, Carlos SP, enter, be the main target number 9. Mbappe, run anyhow, roam about as you like. And you see, that one substitution changed everything. And if you even look at the way the goal was scored, you see that Mbappe was first, Mbappe doing what he does, but which is running up and down like he first carried ball inside the team. Then before you know, Carlos SP just went there. Mbappe has already lost the ball. Carlos SP just went there, just took the ball and placed it in a very dangerous position. But now you see Vinicius Junior, Baba, see, I don't understand what you are doing. Oh, I don't know whether since Vinicius Junior did that his surgery, it is more like if you see the ball does not recognize him anymore. Because Baba, you need to sit up. Oh, you see Yondo Monday that is there. This guy is not looking very friendly. Oh. He's not looking friendly. He's looking to take that your spot because he knows that it will be so hard for Mourinho to bench Andagola for him. And honestly speaking, to me, I feel that you see, Mourinho should, instead of starting Vinicius Junior, Mourinho should be using Mbappe as that left winger, Carlos SP as the nine, and either Yon Domode or Andagola as the second winger.